Marcus Chen had survived exactly 3 weeks at Silverwood University before accidentally starting a diplomatic incident. It happened in the library, because of course it did. Libraries were supposed to be safe spaces, quiet zones where socially awkward engineering students could hide behind textbooks and avoid the complexities of human interaction. Or, in this case, non-human interaction. Marcus had been reaching for a copy of Advanced Thermodynamics on the top shelf when he collided with someone reaching for the same book. His hand, already extended, tangled in something soft and impossibly silky. Hair, long, copper-red hair that seemed to shimmer with its own inner light. "Oh God, sorry." Marcus yanked his hand back, but not before his fingers had run through the entire length of the strand, from root to tip. The girl he'd bumped into had gone completely still. She was stunning in that way that made Marcus's brain temporarily forget how to form sentences: pale skin, sharp features, eyes the color of molten amber. She wore the standard university uniform, but somehow made it look like haute couture. She was also staring at him like he'd just proposed marriage. "You," she breathed, her voice barely audible. "You touched my hair. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to, I was just reaching for the bookend." "Hana," another voice, identical to the first. "What's taking so oh?" A second girl appeared around the bookshelf, and Marcus's brain short-circuited completely. She was identical to the first one. Same copper-red hair, same amber eyes, same ethereal beauty. The only difference was a small beauty mark under her left eye, twins. The newcomer's gaze fixed on Marcus with the same unsettling intensity. "Hana is this. He touched my hair, Yuki." The first girl, Hana, sounded dazed. "He just reached out and touched it." Yuki's eyes widened. Then, to Marcus's absolute horror, she stepped forward and grabbed his wrist. "Touch mine, too." "What? No, I—" But Yuki had already pressed his palm against her hair. It was just as soft as her sister's, like touching silk spun from starlight. Marcus jerked his hand back, his face burning. "This is insane," he muttered. "I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to invade your personal space, I'll just—" "Don't go." Both twins spoke simultaneously, creating an eerie stereo effect. They moved to flank him, one on each side. Marcus suddenly felt like prey caught between two predators, beautiful, confusing predators who smelled faintly of cherry blossoms and seemed to be having a silent conversation with their eyes. "I really need to get to class," Marcus said weakly. "You don't have class for another 2 hours," Hana said. "You're pre-engineering, second year. Your next lecture is Professor Kim's Fluid Dynamics at 3. Marcus blinked. "How do you know my schedule?" "We know lots of things." Yuki smiled, revealing teeth that seemed slightly too sharp. "For instance, we know you're Marcus Chen. You live in the East Dormitory, room 247. You're on partial scholarship. You drink way too much coffee and not enough water. And you've never touched a kitsune's hair before today." The world tilted slightly. "Eh? What?" The twins exchanged glances. Yuki sighed. "You really didn't know? The whole campus knows about us." "I've been here 3 weeks and I've spent most of it in the engineering building or my dorm room," Marcus admitted. "I don't really pay attention to campus gossip." "That," Hana said, moving closer, "explains so much." She reached up, and Marcus saw it clearly this time, the elegant fox ears hidden in her hair, the same copper-red color. They twitched slightly, betraying emotion her face didn't show. Behind her, a tail uncurled, fluffy and magnificent. Yuki did the same, revealing her own ears and tail. Marcus's worldview shattered and reformed in the span of 3 seconds. You're actually foxes." Kitsune, Hana corrected gently. Fox spirits, and you, Marcus Chen, just committed a very significant cultural gesture without realizing it. What gesture? I just touched your hair. Exactly. Yuki's smile was somewhere between amused and predatory. Or Kitsune, allowing someone to touch your hair, especially your tail or ears, is a sign of deep trust. It's intimate, usually reserved for family or, she paused meaningfully, potential mates. Marcus felt the blood drain from his face. But I didn't. I mean, it was an accident. We know. Hana's hand found his arm, her touch gentle. But here's the thing about Kitsune physiology. When someone touches our hair with genuine innocence, without any ulterior motive or fear, it creates a bond. A magical one. You're saying I accidentally bonded with you, both of you? Looks like it. Yuki didn't seem particularly upset by this development. The question is, what are we going to do about it? Marcus's engineering-trained mind tried to process this logically and failed completely. This can't be real. I'm having a stress-induced hallucination. Too much studying, not enough sleep. Hana's tail wrapped around his wrist, solid and warm and very, very real. Not a hallucination. Though we understand this is overwhelming, why don't we go somewhere more private to talk? People are starting to stare. Marcus looked around. She was right. Half the library had stopped pretending to study and was openly watching them. A few students had their phones out taking pictures. This is a nightmare, he muttered. This is your life now, Yuki said cheerfully. Come on, our apartment is off campus. We'll explain everything. The twins' apartment was nothing like Marcus expected. He'd imagined something mystical, full of Japanese artifacts and mysterious fox magic. Instead, it was a modern two-bedroom with IKEA furniture, a gaming setup that would make any streamer jealous, and a kitchen that smelled like someone had recently burned popcorn. Sit, Hana commanded, pointing to the couch. I'll make tea. I'll order pizza, Yuki added. You look like you need pizza. Marcus sat because his legs had stopped reliably supporting him. His mind was racing through implications, possibilities, and the growing certainty that his quiet, anonymous college experience was officially over. Hana returned with tea in mismatched mugs. She'd let her glamour drop completely. Her ears were fully visible now, twitching with every sound. Her tail curled around her as she sat beside him. Okay, she said. Kitsune 101, we're fox spirits. We've been around for a while. We age differently than humans. We can take human form, obviously. And we have certain customs that don't always translate well to modern university life. Like the hair thing, Marcus said. Like the hair thing, she confirmed. Our hair and tails are extensions of our spiritual energy. When someone touches them, there's a connection, usually brief, easily broken. But when someone touches them with pure intent, no fear, no aggression, no desire to possess, the connection becomes a bond. Yuki flopped down on Marcus's other side, trapping him between them. It's rare, really rare. Most humans are either scared of us or want to use us for our magic. You just treated us like people, reached for a book and accidentally grabbed hair like it was a normal Tuesday. It was a normal Tuesday until about 20 minutes ago, Marcus said weakly. And now you're bonded to two Kitsune. Hana's expression was unreadable. We can feel your emotions, your confusion, your fear, your curiosity. You're overwhelmed, but you're not running. That's interesting. Marcus set down his tea. Okay, let me get this straight. I accidentally created a magical bond with both of you. What does that mean, practically speaking? The twins exchanged glances again. They did that a lot, Marcus was noticing. Some kind of twin telepathy, probably enhanced by being magical fox spirits. Practically, Yuki began, it means we're drawn to you, emotionally, spiritually. The bond creates attraction, not artificial, it just amplifies what's already compatible, makes us want to be near you, protect you, get to know you. And for you, Hana continued, you'll probably start feeling the same way, not immediately, but gradually. The bond works both ways. You'll think about us more, want to see us, feel protective. That sounds like mind control, Marcus said flatly. It's not. Hana's voice was firm. The bond doesn't create feelings that weren't possible. It just accelerates connection. If we were fundamentally incompatible, the bond would fade in a few days. But if there's genuine compatibility, she trailed off, her cheeks slightly pink. It strengthens, Yuki finished. Becomes permanent, usually leads to, well, kitsune mate bonds, but that's getting ahead of ourselves. Marcus's brain was doing complicated calculations involving magical fox girls, accidental bonds, and the complete destruction of his carefully planned academic career. This is insane. Yeah, Yuki agreed, but also kind of exciting. You're taking this very well, Marcus observed. Most people would be upset about being accidentally bonded to a stranger. Hana laughed softly. Marcus, we've been at this university for 5 years. We're in our 7th year of college, technically, because we age slowly and keep having to restart under new identities every decade or so. Do you know how many humans have tried to approach us? How many have wanted us for our magic, our looks, our connections? Hundreds, Yuki said. Literally hundreds, and most of them were creeps. You're the first person in 5 years who looked at us and just saw people trying to get a book. The first person who touched us without ulterior motives, Hana added. That's precious, rare, worth exploring. The doorbell rang. Yuki jumped up to get the pizza, leaving Marcus alone with Hana. She studied him with those unsettling amber eyes. You're afraid, she observed. Not of us, of what this means for your life. I came here to study engineering, Marcus admitted. To keep my head down, get my degree, get a good job. I'm not. I'm not equipped for magical bonds and fox spirits. Nobody's equipped for love when it first shows up, Hana said softly. It's always inconvenient, always complicated. The question is whether you're willing to try anyway. Is that what this is, love? Not yet, but it could be. Her tail brushed against his hand, soft and warm. We're not asking you to decide anything right now, just give it a chance, get to know us. Let us get to know you, see where the bond takes us. Yuki returned with pizza, and the conversation shifted to safer topics. Marcus learned that Hana was studying art history, Yuki was in computer science, and they shared a passion for terrible reality TV shows. They learned that Marcus built robots as a hobby, couldn't cook to save his life, and had a younger sister he video called every Sunday. By the time Marcus left their apartment 3 hours later, his head was spinning. But it wasn't entirely unpleasant. The next few weeks were the strangest of Marcus's life. The twins were everywhere. They'd appear at his lectures, sitting in the back row and waving. They'd coincidentally show up at the campus coffee shop when he was studying. They'd text him memes at 2 in the morning that somehow perfectly matched his sense of humor. And slowly, Marcus felt it, the bond. A warm presence in the back of his mind, like knowing someone was thinking about you. When Hana was stressed about an exam, he could feel it, a tight anxiety that made him want to help. When Yuki was happy, it was like sunshine in his chest. It should have been terrifying. Instead, it felt natural. He also learned that dating two fox spirits came with complications. You can't keep skipping classes to have lunch with us, Marcus said one afternoon, sitting between them in their usual spot on the quad. Says who? Yuki munched on her sandwich contentedly. Says your academic advisor, probably. We've been in college for 7 years across 3 different identities, Hana pointed out. We've taken most of these classes before. Besides, spending time with you is more important. The bond makes you think that, Marcus argued, though his protest was weakening. Truth be told, he looked forward to these lunches more than anything else in his day. The bond makes us honest about what we already felt, Yuki corrected. She leaned her head on his shoulder. You know what I think? I think you're scared of being happy. That's not, Marcus stopped. Was it true? He'd spent so long focused on goals, on plans, on the safe path forward. The twins were chaos, beautiful, magical, affectionate chaos, but maybe chaos wasn't so bad. Hana took his hand, threading her fingers through his. We're not asking you to give up your dreams, Marcus. We're just asking you to let us be part of them. Marcus looked at them, Hana with her serious eyes and gentle smile, Yuki with her mischievous grin and warm presence. He felt the bond humming between them, connecting 3 hearts that had found each other by accident, or maybe not by accident at all. Okay, he said quietly. I'm in. Whatever this is, whatever it becomes, I'm in. The twins' faces lit up simultaneously. They hugged him from both sides, tails wrapping around him in a fluffy cocoon. You won't regret this, Hana promised. Probably will a little bit, Yuki added honestly. We're kind of a handful, but it'll be worth it. Marcus laughed, and for the first time in weeks, the anxiety in his chest eased. He was bonded to 2 fox spirits. His quiet, planned-out life was completely derailed, and somehow that was perfectly okay. Because sometimes the best things in life happened when you reached for a book and found something infinitely better instead.